Right now, someone near you is a millionaire. And you have no idea. Not the guy in the new truck. Not the woman with the designer bag. The real one is invisible. He fixes furnaces, she works at a daycare. And they are worth more than your doctor. Here's the scary part. You are probably doing the exact opposite of what they do. Right now. Today, with this very paycheck, and if you don't stop, you will work until you are 70. Still broke. Still confused. Still wondering where the money went. I studied 100 quiet millionaires. Real people. Not influencers. Not fake gurus in rented Lambos. Regular Americans sitting on 6 and 7 figures while their neighbors think they're struggling. I found something disturbing. All 100 of them broke the same 7 rules. The same 7 rules almost everyone else follows without question. The same 7 rules that are keeping you poor right now. Stay to the end. Rule number 5 is the one that shocked me the most. And rule number 7 is the reason most people never make it, no matter how much they earn. Let's go. But first, understand how real this pattern is. This isn't a feeling. It's data. A massive study out of Ramsey Solutions surveyed over 10,000 real millionaires across America. Not fantasy numbers. Real people. Real bank statements. 79% of them received 0 inheritance. 0, 8 out of 10 grew up middle class or lower. The most common job on that list wasn't hedge fund manager. It was teacher, engineer, accountant, over at Fidelity, the largest retirement provider in the country. The number of everyday workers sitting on a 7-figure 401k just hit a record high. Hundreds of thousands of them. Average age around 59. Nobody handed them that money. They built it, one boring paycheck at a time, while everyone else was busy trying to look rich. That's who we're talking about today. Hashtag Rule 1. They refuse to wait for a bigger paycheck. Most people think wealth starts with income. It doesn't. You've said it. I've said it. Once I make more, I'll start saving. That sentence has trapped more people than any bad investment ever has. Here's the truth nobody tells you. The paycheck size barely matters. The gap matters. The space between what comes in and what goes out. That gap is the only number that builds wealth. Meet Denise, a school cafeteria worker in Ohio. Never made more than $60,000 a year in her life. Today, she's worth over $1.4 million. She didn't win anything. She didn't inherit anything. She saved 12% of every single paycheck, starting at age 24, automatically before she ever touched the money. 12% of a modest income. Invested, left alone. For 30-plus years. That's it. That's the whole secret. A surgeon making $400,000 a year with 2 car payments and a giant mortgage can be worth less than Denise. Less than a cafeteria worker. Income is what lands in your account. Wealth is what stays there. You don't need a raise to get rich. You need a wider gap. Starting with your next paycheck, not next year. Next paycheck. Here's the trick that made it effortless for Denise. She automated it. The money left her account the same day her paycheck landed. Before she ever saw it. Before she could even think about spending it. When saving depends on willpower at the end of the month, it dies. Real life eats it alive. But when it happens first, automatically, before rent and groceries and everything else, it becomes invisible. Like a tax you actually get to keep. Hashtag Rule 2. They made themselves look poor on purpose. This one stings. Because most of us are guilty of it. We spend money to look successful. New car. New phone. New everything. We're not buying happiness. We're buying a costume. And we're paying rent on that costume every single month. Marcus repairs washing machines for a living. His van has 210,000 miles on it. His clothes are 10 years old. His neighbors think he's barely getting by. Marcus is worth $1.9 million. He told me something I'll never forget. Looking broke is how I got rich. Every dollar he didn't spend trying to impress strangers went into an index fund instead. Quietly. Every month. For decades. Here's the trap almost nobody sees coming. Every upgrade you buy raises your floor. Forever, a nicer car means higher insurance. A bigger house means higher taxes, higher heating bills, higher everything. You don't just spend the money once. You spend it every single month for the rest of your life. Marcus refused to raise his floor. That's the whole trick. So ask yourself something uncomfortable right now. That thing you bought last month to impress people. Did it actually make your life better? Or did it just make strangers you'll never see again think you're doing well? Rule 3. They never waited to be ready. This rule cost people more money than any market crash ever has. Everyone says the same thing. I'll invest once my debt is gone. I'll invest once I have more saved up. I'll invest once things settle down. Things never settle down. And every year you wait is a year you can never buy back. Not with any amount of money. Here's math that should genuinely scare you. Renee started investing $500 a month at age 22. By 65, she had over $3 million. Now picture her twin sister. Same income. Same $500 a month. But she waited 10 years to start. At age 32. Her result? About $1.1 million. Read that again. 10 years of waiting cost nearly $2 million. Not $60,000 in missed contributions. $2 million. Gone. Forever. Money doubles roughly every 7 years in the market over the long run. Start at 22, and your money doubles 5 or 6 times before retirement. Start at 32, and it barely doubles 3 times. Same dollar. Completely different future. There is no perfect moment coming. There never was one. The best time to start was years ago. The next best time is right now, before you finish reading this sentence. Rule 4. They stopped trying to be smart. Turn on financial news for 5 minutes. Everyone is picking stocks. Everyone has a hot tip. Everyone knows the next big thing. The quiet millionaires ignored all of it. They didn't try to beat the market. They bought the whole market instead. Then they did the hardest thing in finance. Nothing. Terrence works as a power line technician. Worth about $1.3 million. His strategy fits in one sentence. He buys a low-cost S&P 500 index fund every payday and never sells. Not during the 2008 crash. Not during the COVID crash. Never. While everyone else panicked and sold at the bottom, Terrence kept buying at the exact same discount everyone else was running from. Here's a number that should make you angry. The market has averaged about 10% a year over the long run. But research from JP Morgan found the average investor only earned about 3%. Why? Because people buy when they're excited and sell when they're scared. Every single time. Terrence also kept something most people skip. A cash cushion in a high-yield savings account. That way, a lost job or a broken furnace never forced him to sell his investments at the worst possible moment. He made peace with an uncomfortable fact, too. The market only lands near its 10% average in a handful of years. It actually finishes negative about 1 year out of every 4. He didn't fight that. He planned around it. That gap between 10% and 3% is not small. $500 a month at 10% grows to over $1 million in 30 years. That same $500 at 3% barely reaches $290,000. Same money, same years. Almost $1 million difference. Lost entirely to emotion. Boring wins. Every single time. Quick pause before we go further, because the next rule is the one people argue with me about the most. If this breakdown is helping you see money differently, hit subscribe. I break down real wealth math like this every single week. No hype, no fake screenshots, just numbers that actually add up. Now let's keep going. Hashtag Rule 5. They killed their mortgage instead of keeping it forever. This is the rule that shocked me the most because it goes against everything the finance world screams at you. You've heard the clever argument. Never pay off your house early. Keep the low interest rate. Invest the difference instead. It sounds smart on paper. The quiet millionaires didn't buy it. Almost none of them. Patricia and her husband run a small bookkeeping business. They threw every extra dollar at their mortgage for 9 straight years, paid it off more than a decade early. Financial experts told her she made a mistake, that she should have invested that money instead. Here's what those experts missed. A paid-off house doesn't just save you interest. It slashes your entire cost of living. And when your monthly expenses drop close to nothing, your income turns into a fire hose pointed straight at your future. Not one of the 100 people I studied carried a credit card balance at 20% interest. Not one. They understood something brutal. The same compounding that builds your wealth in the market is the exact same force that destroys you inside a credit card. Just running backwards. The average homeowner in America has a net worth near $400,000. The average renter is closer to $10,000. Owning your life outright isn't exciting. It's the floor almost every quiet fortune gets built on. And there's a bonus nobody puts on a balance sheet. Sleep. When you owe nothing, a scary headline about layoffs doesn't wreck your whole week. Peace of mind is a financial asset. No bank will ever print it on your statement. But it's the reason Patricia never panicked during a single market drop. She had already killed the one bill that could sink her. Hashtag Rule 6. They refuse to reward every raise. This rule feels almost mean to say out loud. You worked hard. You earned that raise. Don't you deserve to enjoy it? Here's the trap hiding inside that logic. If your spending rises every time your income rises, you stay exactly as far from wealthy as you were before. Forever, just with nicer stuff around you. Angela works as a civil engineer. In her late 20s, she made one decision that quietly built her entire fortune. Every raise she got, she banked. Not spent. Banked at 45, her lifestyle looks almost identical to her lifestyle at 30. Her income doubled. Her spending barely moved. That widening gap went straight into her investment account, month after month, raise after raise. Here's a small example that adds up bigger than you'd think. $300 a month spent on eating out feels harmless. Invested instead over 30 years, it becomes close to $700,000. Add the forgotten subscriptions. The upgrades you didn't need. The renewal that hits your card in the dark every month without you noticing. Each one feels tiny alone. Stacked for a decade, they quietly steal your freedom. Nobody is telling you to never enjoy your money. You're allowed to live. But run this quick math in your head before your next purchase. Spent, that money buys you a slightly nicer month. Invested, it buys you entire years of freedom later. And the rules are more generous than most people realize. Right now, you're allowed to shelter over $20,000 a year inside a 401k. Thousands more if you're over 50. That's not a loophole for the rich. That's sitting right there, waiting for anyone willing to use it. Hashtag Rule 7. They accepted there is no shortcut. We live, surrounded by a loud promise. Wealth can happen fast. The right stock. The right crypto. The right side hustle at the right moment. The 100 people I studied are living proof that promise is mostly a lie. Their method is almost insulting in how boring it is. And that boredom is exactly why it works. Almost nobody has the patience to actually do it. The average quiet millionaire I studied took close to 30 years to get there. 30 years of investing through crashes, through booms, through years that felt terrifying, without ever stopping. Here's the arithmetic that should give you real hope right now. About $550 a month, invested steadily at the market's long-run average, crosses $1 million in under 30 years. No windfall required. No lucky break required. Just a modest amount. Automated, and left alone for a long time. Diane, a claims adjuster worth just over $1 million, told me the most honest thing I heard during this entire project. She said earning the money was never the hard part. Saving it wasn't the hard part either. The hard part was doing the same boring thing for decades, while the whole world screamed at her to try something more exciting. When the market fell by nearly half in 2008, she kept buying. Every flashy promise of faster riches somewhere else, she ignored, calmly, month after month. That stubborn refusal to be interesting with her money. That's the rarest skill in personal finance. Rarer than any stock pick. Rarer than any hot tip. # the truth about all 7 rules. Step back and look at what you just read. Every single rule is the same quiet move, wearing a different outfit. These people earned ordinary money. They refused to spend it proving anything to anyone watching. They started early. They bought the whole market instead of trying to outsmart it. They killed their debt. They ignored every shortcut screaming for their attention. And they let time do the heaviest lifting of all. Do that quietly, long enough, and you slowly become the person on your street that nobody would ever suspect. Here's the thought I can't shake. Every one of these 100 people looked completely ordinary. The cafeteria worker, the washing machine repairman, the claims adjuster. You have probably walked past several of them this week and never noticed a thing. And the door they walked through is not locked behind them. It's still standing wide open. For anyone patient enough. Anyone willing to be a little bit invisible for a while. You don't need a lucky break. You don't need a rich relative. You don't need a bigger paycheck. You need a wider gap, a boring index fund, a paid-off life, and the patience to stay unremarkable for longer than everyone else is willing to. So tell me right now, which of these 7 rules have you been quietly breaking? Which one scared you the most? Put it in the comments below. Say it out loud where people can see it. Because the people who say it out loud, in writing, where others can hold them to it, those are the ones who actually follow through. I read every single comment. And some of the best stories on this whole channel come from people just like you, telling me exactly which rule they're about to flip first. One more thing before you go. If you're 25 right now and you start today, you have more power than any millionaire I studied had at your age. The tools are better. The access is easier. The information is free. The only thing missing is the decision. Make it today. Not tomorrow. Not after this video ends. Right now, before you close this tab, go check your 401k contribution. Go check your budget. Go set up that automatic transfer. That's the whole video, turned into one action. See you in the next one.